Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse Podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah. You're an asshole. Here's a dick. And Terrence.
What's up?
All right. We are back. All right. Plenty to talk about this week, post-Super Bowl, lots of trailers. Let's get right into it. Okay, Mike and I both watched the first episode of Poker Face. This is the new series on Peacock. Micah, what did you think of this so far?
It's really good. It's really good. And of course it's good because Ryan Johnson is like the creator of it. And it's kind of like it's being compared to like Columbo, right? Like it's a detective story that has like a beginning, middle, and end within an episode. You know, in this world of serialized television where everything is a chapter of an overarching story, this is like a weekly show that you can just kind of watch. And it has like a bunch of like guest stars and stuff like that. I want to get into it more because I really enjoyed the first episode.
Yeah, I did too. I like Natasha Lyonne, who is the star of this. Folks may know her from like Russian Doll and stuff like that. Orange is the New Black. Yeah, it's good. It is interesting. I like the case of the week sort of murder mystery kind of thing. So the premise we should talk about. Charlie Cale is a casino worker on the run who entangles herself in several mysterious deaths of strangers along the way, but she can always tell when people are lying. That's kind of that's like the little sort of twist, right? And not like magic. It's just like kind of like intuition kind of thing. She's very funny in it. It's but it's good. The first episode had what's his face in it?
Adrian Brody,
who is running this casino. And one of her friends gets killed. I won't spoil it for how that happens, but she's trying to figure out like what's going on. But it's good. It's on Peacock. But yeah, I'm digging it. I actually liked it as well. So, and Benjamin Bratt is kind of chasing her, I guess, across these other episodes, right? Because he's involved in the sort of the major overarching story. So, yeah, if you haven't checked out Poker Face on Peacock, I would recommend it. Next up, I guess you were watching Shrinking. This is the new Apple TV show.
Yeah, it's a new Apple TV show created by Bill Lawrence, Jason Segel, and Brett Goldstein. Brett Goldstein is
the dude from the soccer show, right?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah, the dude from Ted Lasso. This is good, man. It's got like a Ted Lasso vibe in that it's a good story about like, it's not as positive as it's not like annoyingly positive as Ted Lasso, but it's still like a dramedy, like a half-hour dramedy.
Right.
Jason Segel plays this therapist named Jimmy, who, you know, years and years of dealing with other people's problems has kind of taken him to the breaking point. That and the death of his wife has kind of taken him to his breaking point because he's still grieving, right? And his life is kind of in shambles and he's kind of going off the deep end sometimes, but he's got to listen to all these other people's problems and try to help them too.
Right.
And it gets to a point where he's just like, you know what? And like he tells this one client, he's like, look, your husband doesn't care about you. He's emotionally abusive. And quite frankly, if you know what you need to do, and if you don't leave him, then I'm not going to be your therapist anymore.
Wow. Okay.
So he's taking these extreme measures to try and help people. You know, it's something that you're not supposed to do, right? You're not supposed to. He's getting into the lives of these people, and that's something that therapists aren't supposed to do. But it seems to be working for him because helping them on a deeper level is helping him kind of get through his grief and his troubles. Look, man, the show's really good. I really like it. Jessica Williams is in it. She's a therapist, one of his coworkers. Just being Jessica Williams, and if you like Jessica Williams, hey, I love Jessica Williams, by the way.
Yeah.
So, and lo and behold, Indiana Jones is in it. Harrison Ford is in this.
Isn't he like his dad or something?
No, he plays like the lead therapist.
Okay.
He's the colleague, and he kind of hired. He's the boss basically, but he's also a therapist. And Harrison Ford's old, guys. Like Harrison Ford is, he's really old, guys.
Yeah, they're not de-aging him for this show like they're doing for Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he's so I love Harrison Ford, right? Like, who doesn't love Harrison Ford? And I think he is doing what he is supposed to be doing in this, but I can't tell because he's 80, so he might just be a 80-year-old grump. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of, I'm just over it. I work with these young people. I'm sick and tired of it, but right? That's
a pretty. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good interpretation for. Yeah,
but look, I like it, man. I like it. I think it's if you like Ted Lasso, you're gonna like this. This is very good.
I forgot this came out. I'm actually very, very interested in this. And I love Ted Lasso. I think it's a phenomenal show. So, yeah, okay, I'm all in. All right, next up, Terrence. Tell us why the Cronenberg household needs to be. They need to put a wall around it and never let anybody out of it.
Let's see Jason Segel and fucking shrinking because they need therapy. No. So I watched Infinity Pool yesterday, a couple days ago. This stars Alexander Skarsgård, Mia Goth, Cleopatra Coleman. Do you guys know what the premise is for this movie? You have any idea?
Go ahead and explain it. That's fine. Go ahead.
Well, it's about this couple that go to this this retreat or this resort in this made up island, and it's just for a bunch of rich folks. Think White Lotus. Mm-hmm. If Brandon Cronenberg wrote it.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah. So what happens? Like, this is basically the general premise is something happens, and if you get into trouble on this island, what these people do is they create a clone of yourself. Instead of killing you or sentencing you to death, they create a clone if you have the money, and they kill the clone. And again,
why?
This huh?
Why?
To try and I assume it's to try and get the rich. Yeah, I assume it's to try and get the person out of trouble. Like, let's say
they send the clone into like off the island to be like, all right, this person's
no. You'll get arrested, and then like if they know you have the money, and most of these people that are actually at this resort do have the money, they're like, if you did something fucked up, they're like, hey, we'll create a clone, and the clone will be convicted of the murder instead of you. Like, it's still you, but the clone will take the rap for it. And you're like, what? So so with that, like, these rich folks, it's basically like
they do whatever they want.
The rich not having any, they don't take any responsibility for their fucking actions because they can do whatever they want, knowing that they can get away with it. Now, take that premise and put it in this nigga's hands.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't need that. I don't need that.
No, it's actually very good because it asks these questions, of course, that you probably would have once the initial clone is created for Alexander Skarsgård, because he does something pretty. It's not. I mean, it's fucked up, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. But yeah, it brings into play all of these questions of like, okay, it's my clone. And they say, like, if the clone is off by a little bit, then they have to do it again because we have to make sure that it is you, all your memories and everything. So the clone remembers everything you did.
Wow.
Like remembers your whole life. And like you have to sit and watch your clone be murdered. It's fucked up. It's super fucked up. But it's a very good movie. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. It's not that long.
It don't need to be long, yo. Nah, you don't want to stay too long in that world. Like that's fucked up.
It's a pretty uncomfortable watch. I'm not gonna lie. But
shocking news.
It's like every bodily fluid you can think of is it's spilled. Ew. It's good though. It's good. I actually would recommend it if you liked Possessor.
I did.
His other movie.
I did.
I'd recommend watching this because this is not even as bad, honestly. Like
really,
visually,
really.
No, it's
Jesus,
not. It isn't.
Like I don't find.
I didn't crazy imagery.
I didn't find like Possessor like scary or
no, just fucked up.
It was just like it just had like a couple of graphic beatings. You know what I mean? Like I'm down with that.
Movies aren't scary. They're just like visually just disgusting. That's the thing. Like you just
yeah. I mean, look, the beating of Sean Bean in Possessor was pretty fucked up, and he lived.
Like, there's nothing along those. Wait, is there anything along that line? In maybe one scene.
Like I didn't think that was that bad. Like it
was pretty bad.
It feels bad because it's like not science fiction. You know what I mean? Like
it was just it's like some regular shit could happen.
Just a dude beating another man to death with a poker. Like who hasn't seen that?
No, but the thing is, he didn't die. If you recall, he didn't die.
That poker
that's right.
That's right.
I believe it was like through his mouth.
Through his mouth. Yeah.
I was like, please be dead. And of all the times Sean Bean couldn't die in a movie, this is the one. I'm like, come on, man. Let this guy go. Look, I'm very interested in it. I'm very interested to see this.
It's good. I'd check it out. I think both of you would enjoy it. It's just a little, it's a little graphic sometimes. That's about it.
Look,
I don't mind.
It's a Cronenberg. It's fine.
Look, if I can get through the end sequence in Men, I can get through anything. It's like, please stop.
Yeah.
Please stop showing me this. For the love of God. Like I got it. I got it.
Yeah, and Mia Goth once again is very fucking good in this movie. She's very good. Actually, everybody was good in this movie. I think he is taking the reins of his dad as a director and is picking it up and doing very well. Like I really like Possessor. I thought that was really, again, fucked up and very, very weird. But I really enjoyed it. So I thought the trailer for this looked, I can't think of another word, but fucking diabolical. Like it just feels uncomfortable as shit to me. But I can't turn away. Like any other Cronenberg movie. About that is the trailer is a little bit more like the movie isn't as bad as the trailer makes. Like if you like visually, it's very pretty. I'm not pretty, but like it's not as grotesque as the trailer would have you believe it is. I'll say that much.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So
because I thought it would be. All right.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I was prepared for some of this wild shenanigans. I've seen a bunch of shit. Like I've seen like French extreme horror. Like no. It's not fucking those movies are insane.
Yeah, those movies are
I can watch those. I can watch any goddamn thing.
Yeah, those movies are a bit. Those movies are fucking gross.
I do love High Tension. I'm not gonna lie. I still have a place in my heart for a woman running around with a giant chainsaw, killing people. I was like, all right, this is fine. That was kind of dope. But I've not seen a lot of French horror movies because coward.
Didn't they do a remake? Did you see the American one or the
High Tension?
An American version of that?
There's no way it's good. There's no way it's as good. No way.
I think so, right?
Low Tension. Get out of here. All right, let's jump into topics this week. Micah, take it away.
All right. A sequel to the Gerard Butler modern-day classic Plane is officially taking flight, or rather setting sail. Thanks, variety. Look,
but y'all out here complaining about people's writing. Okay.
See, Plane is getting a sequel. It's called Ship. What an incredibly missed opportunity to do a follow-up Plane called Train.
That'll be the next one.
No, it should have been plane. It should have been plane, train, automobile.
That's what it should have been.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They really messed up. This title, I haven't seen Plane, right? But this title, Ship, is giving me Speed 2 cruise control vibe.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking. It's giving Speed 2.
It's giving me.
I don't like Plane. I don't like that movie.
But maybe Ship will be the one that really pulls you in.
No, this one is going to be headed by fucking Luke Cage.
Mike Coulter.
I don't think so. I don't believe that's going to be a thing that I'm going to enjoy. I'm just telling you that right now.
You don't know. It might be great.
You're right. I don't. You are correct. I am not quite sure, but nah. No. Because I don't think he was very good in Plane. Some people like him.
I don't like him in non-serious things. Like, he always comes off as very serious. So when he's playing characters that should be ridiculous or like weirdly over the top, I actually don't care for his performance.
Yeah.
A strong moral code. I don't get it. A strong moral code won't allow Mike Coulter's character to simply stand by.
No,
so he once again
Gaspar. Micah Gaspar.
That's his character's name. No. Because that's too close to Shad Gaspard, and that guy died a hero.
Hero, right?
So no, I'm not gonna. Mike Coulter's character's name is going to once again put his own freedom on hold, together with the ship's second mate, a last-minute addition to the crew who was unaware of its illicit activities, and a passenger with military experience.
Of course.
And a bone to pick. Mike Coulter embarks on a mission to take down the ship's corrupt captain and keep its innocent passengers safe and liberate its captives.
So, okay, hold on. So it's Mike Coulter. He's like a criminal, right?
He's not. He was like a special forces person that got into some shit.
Okay,
he technically wasn't a criminal.
Okay, so it's Mike Coulter, the second mate. So that's the guy who's gonna, in the end, he'll take over the ship, right? He'll be the one to fucking drive it or whatever.
Yeah,
and then. Right, exactly. And then some passenger with military experience. So what you're telling me is a Call of Duty man, a second mate, and another Call of Duty man. Like, that's all this is.
It's a Call of Duty man, a Call of Duty NPC, and another Call of Duty.
And a Call of Duty. Yeah. It's a Call of Duty man sandwich. Like, this is not a movie I'm excited to see. I've not seen Plane yet. It's not really high on my list of priorities. I have to.
Like, after I heard everyone was like, "Oh, this is really good," I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be like a dope fucking little action movie." It was not.
Terrence, I heard people compare this to Die Hard.
Die Hard, yes.
Them niggas should be shot. That's fucked up. Like, Die Hard is one of the greatest action movies of all time, man.
If not the greatest.
Like, legitimately one of the greatest, if not the greatest, because it literally changed how action movies are directed and filmed and their plots, like, forever. No, don't do that. That's offensive. That's incredibly offensive to me, and I take umbrage to that. It's not even half as good as fucking. It wasn't even as good as Die Hard 2, and that one took place on a plane.
I have a question. What is more annoying to you? Hearing people say that Plane is as good or comparative to Die Hard, or that EB40 is just below Dr. Dre in the hip hop list. Both of them are pretty egregious, right?
They're pretty egregious.
If you know Terrence,
they're very close. Like they're very close and fucking like it's really close because like Dr. Dre again, he like created an entire genre, much like Die Hard. E40, I mean, the nigga's been in the game for like 35 years, so I get it.
Yeah,
but no,
like Mike Coulter.
Nah, this is like Plane just wasn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging.
I'll have to watch it. I'll see if I can watch it this week.
I have to watch Plane to see if I'm tripping. Because again, I like the planes. I like the sequences where he was actually flying the plane. Once they landed, I'm like, this movie fucking sucks. What's happening? Nothing's going on. The action sequences was whack.
Is the plane in the first act, or is the plane like the first two acts?
No, it's the first. First act is the plane. It crashes. Second act is them trying to get off the island and all the quote unquote action sequences. And the third act is them getting back on the plane and then having to land the plane again because shit happened. Yeah, I didn't really.
Interesting.
So yeah,
I'm gonna watch Infinity Pool first.
Yeah, watch that first. But yeah, I'm not excited for Ship. I want to get the turd sandwich out of the way first. I'll watch Plane, then I will reward myself with a good decision and watch Infinity Pool. No, I'm not watching a good movie and then falling it behind with a shit movie. Get out of here. No, I'm working my way up, not down. Y'all might like Plane. I don't know.
Stop it.
I haven't. I'm saying I haven't heard anyone say that they didn't like Plane beside myself.
I don't like my Coulter, so probably not. I don't.
Like everybody else, it's fun. I'm like,
a lot of people really liked him as Luke Cage. I didn't, so chances are. Again, I stand by it. He wasn't niggerish enough for that role. He just wasn't. I know that may not be that might sound fucked up, but like, no.
I get it. It's true.
It's true. Yeah. All right. Next up, Mike or Terrence, you should be pretty happy about this.
A new Silent Hill movie is coming from the director of the original Silent Hill. So Christoph Gans directed the 2006 version of Silent Hill from a screenplay.
Mad long.
From a screenplay that he wrote with Roger Avery and Nicholas. I'm not even attempting that. He will be directing the new film, which is called Return to Silent Hill.
Okay.
All right. I mean, it could have been, it could have been called Hill, but I guess he's not that creative.
I hate it. I hate that name. Plain is so stupid. Go ahead.
Deadline is reporting that the project has secured funding, so it is happening. Okay, the new film is based on the story of the video game Silent Hill 2, which anybody who has played a video game before has heard of Silent Hill 2, and you should be very excited for this movie. I wonder if they're going to give us the dog ending.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I would love for the dog ending to just be like the stinger.
Like he should do that just because this dude actually loves this franchise. That's why the first one, again, I've been saying this shit since we've been doing this fucking show. Silent Hill is the best, was at the time the best video game to movie adaptation that had come out prior to Sonic, Pikachu. What the fuck?
Yeah. People don't give that movie any credit, man, or they don't give it the credit that it's due. Like people forget about that movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say people don't talk about it. Yeah, they don't talk about it at all.
That movie was.
Go ahead.
That movie was solid, man. It was really good.
Yeah. The thing about the Silent Hill franchise is, I remember when it came out, people were like, "I don't get it. Like it's too convoluted. The story is all over the place." I mean, if you've like played the game, Silent Hills has all Silent Hill games have like 8 different endings. You know what I'm
really?
saying?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Right. They all have like 4 or 5 endings at the least. So yeah, it's going to be a little difficult to take all of that and like condense it into a 2-hour movie. I think that movie like 2 hours and like 10 minutes long. Actually, it's pretty long. But he did a very good job, and he stayed incredibly close to the source material. Visually, it looks very good. Again, the story is a little off. I remember they said Sean Bean was in the movie playing the father, and the only reason why he was in it is because they test screened the movie, and it was like, why are there no men in the movie?
Is there
why Sean Bean is in the movie?
In the game, is it all women?
No, in the game, it's a guy. It's a father looking for his daughter. They crash or something like that, and his daughter ends up missing, and he goes into Silent Hill, and he has to look for his daughter. But he changed it. But the guy changed it to a mother because I guess it's like more relatable. But yeah, he was like, "There's no men in the movie. We need a guy." So that whole section of him looking for his daughter and his wife was added because they were like, people aren't going to like this because there's no men in it, which. It didn't add anything to the fucking movie. They could have cut that out, but like that made the movie longer and it made it a little bit more convoluted. I think had that been taken out, people may have been a little bit more receptive to it. But I don't know. I really enjoy that movie like a lot. So
this movie the original cost $50 million to make. Would you like to guess how much it made?
Did it make its money back? 25.
I bet it made more than that.
It did make more than that. It made. You have a guess?
100 million.
Nailed it.
Wow.
There you go. But
Nailed
the only reason why I'm saying that, I didn't look it up. I have no idea. But the only reason why I'm saying that is that's exactly the amount of money you would need to like just clear a profit and enough to be like, we'll make a second one 20 years later. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough that they needed to make it right away, but they didn't feel like they got burned on it. So, yeah. And also, it probably doesn't hurt that you're seeing Sonic do well, you're seeing Pikachu do well, you're seeing Mario Brothers looks like that's going to be a mega fucking hit. Like, all the video game stuff is starting to pop, like, really quite consistently now. So I think they're like, all right, now we can do it. So...
They had some sequels that was trash. He didn't direct the sequels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope this is good. I don't know when it's going to come out, but I hope this is good.
All right, cool. There you go. Next up.
Look, John Wick is back. And I hope you like him because you're going to be seeing a lot of them. John Wick is back, and he's in John Wick 4. And John Wick 4 is going to be 2 hours and 49 minutes with credits. So let's say there's 10 minutes of credits, right? So that's still a very, very, very long time for a John Wick movie. Now we're going to talk about the John Wick trailer later. But I feel like 2 hours and 49 minutes with credits is a bit excessive for a John Wick movie.
Yo, the movies don't have plot. They don't have any plot. They don't. And look, I know people love these movies. I love them too, but they don't have a fucking plot. It is a paper thin plot. Run around the world and fight each other. Like, that's it.
This is the best movie adaptation of a video game that doesn't exist I've ever seen.
Yeah, it absolutely
I mean,
is.
he's literally going around in the trailer fighting bosses. Like, he's going around fighting colorful characters, and each different one is he's fighting the 4 kings until he meets Bison in Paris or whatever. And look, I'm here for it, but it's 2 hours and 49 minutes. That seems like a lot. That seems like a lot.
Come on. Look, also, and again, we'll talk about the trailer in depth. Look, just because we're saying the movie is long doesn't mean we didn't enjoy the trailer at all. But I would have, from a financial perspective, I'd have just cut it in half. Guess what? You're getting 5 John Wick movies. Each John Wick 4 and John Wick 5 are an hour and a half. Look, cut it in half. When you start, like, leave it at a cliffhanger or whatever. John Wick 5 comes out. You can do even later this year. Like, if you just want to, like, be a dick, or like first thing 2024. Put it out and just start the movie and be like, last time on John Wick, and just roll that shit right into the movie. Who cares? Who cares? Like, what are you making us sit there for 3 hours? Extend it 10 minutes and then just cut it in half. It's fine.
I love action movies, but like, if they're 3 hours long, at some point, like, I'm not a child anymore. I get exhausted. When there's like a lot of action and it's just like nonstop, I'm like, yo, I need story, dog. Like, that's just me. But
I need some connective tissue between these fights.
Right. Like, I if I want to do that, I'll play a video game, like Micah said. Like, I'll just play a game.
Yeah.
If I don't give a fuck about the story.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. 3 hours for a John Wick movie is wild. Like, how many bullets does he have?
It's a movie about a guy killing a bunch of people because they killed his dog. You know, like,
is that like, what it's about now? That was the first. What is it?
No, he's still.
I don't know.
He's still on the shit. He's still mad.
But because he killed a bunch of people because they killed his dog. Now he's got to. Now they're killing him. It all goes back to the dog, which is why people shouldn't own pets.
No, people shouldn't hurt pets. Like, they fucked up. They fucked up.
Man, they killed him.
No, they tried to steal his car, and they beat him up, and they killed his dog. No, everybody got to die now. Everybody. This premise is so paper thin. The fact that we're getting, I believe this isn't the last one, right? Isn't there 5? They're going to do 5 of them? Or is this the last one?
I don't know.
I don't know what this one does.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it depends how this one does. And look, I'll be here for it if it's not. But as long as you keep finding different ways to kill people, I'm all for it. Like, we'll talk about it when we get in the trailer, when we watch the trailer. But like, seeing this particular trailer really got me jazzed for it.
Yeah. Look, according to Wikipedia, 2 spinoffs are in development for 2023 release, the limited series The Continental and the film Ballerina, while a 5th main installment, originally intended to be shot back-to-back with the 4th film, is also in development. So you're getting at least 5, 2 spinoffs, and one of those is a film and the other is a series.
Okay. The spinoffs, I think, might be a bit much.
Like spinoffs,
people like Keanu Reeves. Like, that's the thing is, and the world is fine, but people like him. And I don't know that him not being there is enough to garner real interest. And I think Mel Gibson is starring in The Continental. Good luck. People still mad at him, yo. They're still mad at him, yo.
People forget.
Nah, you think so?
People are forgetting.
Yeah, I do. I do. From the last trailer we're going to talk about today, yeah, people forgive white guys in Hollywood or white people in Hollywood. They do.
Oh, I didn't forgive that nigga yet. I just want to see I just want to see his.
Look, I'm here for Michael Keaton. I'm here for
I am too. Fuck that.
Wow, guys. Yeah, I can't believe you would support something so I don't know. I don't give a shit.
You can't even make it up.
No, I really don't care. That trailer looked dope. Like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna see it. Be mad. Put on a cape and get super mad. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna watch that movie.
You people supporting human trafficking by watching The Flash.
Yeah, that's fine.
That nigga literally it hurt people. Like, legitimately, he hurt people. Or they hurt people.
I will never forget that video where he was like, "Can you fight?" And the person was like, "Excuse me." He was like, "You want to fight right now?" I was like, I need you to talk to somebody bigger than you and learn a lesson, like, real quick. Like, you're beating up a lot of skinny kids from Vermont, yo. Like, I need you to come down to this city. Like, your reign needs to end. This shit is getting on my nerves. All right. Next up, I Am Legend 2 is still a real thing that's happening. I find that to be amazing.
I thought this was a joke when I saw a picture. Fucking. I just swear I did. I thought it was a joke. I was like,
you thought this was
Michael B. Jordan? Is someone doing fucking fan casting? What the fuck is happening?
Yes,
that was literally my initial thought. So this is real. Wow.
This is
actually real just now.
Yeah, this is a real story. I Am Legend writer, or I Am Legend 2 writer, Akiva Goldsman, revealed some new details on the sequel to the 2007 post-apocalyptic movie I Am Legend that starred Will Smith. Apparently, Will Smith is back in this one, not in just like flashbacks. He is back in this one, and so is Michael B. Jordan. This takes place 20 or 30 years after the original movie. Now, if you remember the movie, Will Smith died. He took a grenade and was like, ah, and just like ran the screen and just blew those like terrible CGI monsters up. However,
it was an alternate. Okay.
Right. However, in the alternate ending that was released on the DVD, he just stood there and just like slowly walked out, and they were just like, ah, get out of here. and he left, which is what happened in the book, right? The original book. Why they wouldn't do the book ending, I don't know. So they're just going to retcon it, and they're just going to act like they released the alternate ending and not the theatrical ending.
So anyone that saw it in theaters and like,
it's mad confused. Like, what happened?
What happened?
Is Will Smith is 2007 Will Smith so cool that holding a live grenade and just letting the shit blow up, it just doesn't hurt him? Yes, that's what we're meant to believe. So yeah, he says, quote, this will start a few decades later than the first. I agree with this next statement. I'm obsessed with The Last of Us, where we see the world just post-apocalyptic, but also after a 20-year lapse. You see how the Earth reclaims the world, and there's something beautiful in the question of, as man steps away from being the primary tenant, what happens? And then he basically goes on to say, like, yeah, we're just going to ignore the other ending. We're just going to go with the alternative ending. So I find that interesting. Do you have any interest in an I Am Legend sequel? Again, it was 2007. Did you like the original movie?
I thought it was fine. There was one part that I really liked.
Okay.
Oh, you're a fucking asshole. Yeah, when he killed the dog. You fucking asshole. Fuck you, man. So that's the second worst thing you've said today to the two of us. I won't spoil the other one. Just know Mike is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't think I really enjoyed the first one, honestly. I think I was like, I feel like I laughed at it more than anything because it was like him playing off of himself. And look, I love Will Smith, but he's Will Smith. Him playing off of himself for a whole movie was just very comical to me.
Did you see it when it came out in 2007 or like much later?
I didn't see it in the theater, but I saw it like on DVD or some shit like that when it came out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about this. I don't care.
Micah?
Like this and iRobot are very similar to me. Not in concept, but like in his acting. Same person.
Yeah, you know what? You're
not wrong.
You're 100% right.
The goddamn robots, John.
iRobot was based off of like an Isaac Asimov book, yo. Like,
no, it wasn't. Don't do that. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Like, come on, yo. Like Isaac Asimov wasn't really known for his, action hero leads. You know what I mean? Like
one.
Right.
It was not based on that. Fuck off. Two, you don't know that. Maybe that is the type of shit he wrote. You don't know.
I look. It was fine. I'm easy on movies and I like Will Smith, so I saw it in theaters and I saw the DVD because they said it was an alternate ending. And I can see why they went with the blow 'em up ending because because explosions
It
and
seemed
from
tough.
whatever it seemed very noble, and the original ending, I mean, he basically finds a cure for like one of them, and then they're like, oh, all right, well, you cool now, and that's not very like 4th of July action hero, So I don't have a problem with this. I just like Terrence. I can't see Neville, ankle bolt or whatever his name is, right? I see Will Smith. Right? Like I see Will Smith, and Will Smith is a fine actor, but he's a movie star. He's like Tom Cruise, right? Mm-hmm. Whenever I watch those Mission Impossible movies, I don't see Ethan Hunt, right? When I saw Top Gun, I didn't see Maverick. I saw Tom Cruise. And so I can't get lost in a story with Will Smith, which is probably why most Will Smith movies, like he was the king of the summer blockbuster, because like summer blockbuster, like you just kind of shut your brain off and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, he ruled that shit for a number of years. Like it was ridiculous.
96 to 2000.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with this. I might check it out. But I'm very interested to see how they just kind of like erase what happened in the theatrical cut.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give us a flashback, man. Like you can't just let that shit rock. Like, come on.
Are they just not gonna acknowledge it, or are they gonna be like, he ran in with a grenade, but he survived the blast? Or I don't know.
Yeah, he had it in his hand. Like at least you gotta give him like he gotta have a nub when like the next movie be like
like those people who like those people every year who set off firecrackers for 4th of July and come back with like one finger,
one less fucking digit.
Yeah.
Or only one digit. It's like, got a little too close to the M80. Yeah, you did. Dum.
I don't know how good this is going to be because, like, Michael B. Jordan is another one of those actors. He's good.
Like I said a couple weeks ago. Like I said a couple weeks ago, he can't elevate a script. At this point in his career, he can't. If the script is good, he's going to give you a hell of a performance. No doubt about it. I never have a problem. When he is in like really serious movies, he brings it. If the script is mediocre, he just does not have an ability to like pull that script up. And look, again, he's very early in his career. Some actors, I think like Jonathan Majors is a person like even with a mediocre script, that guy can pull the script up. Like he just has presence in a different type of way. You better hope this script is good. Because Will Smith don't have that ability either. So you got two mediocre niggas headlining your movie. Like,
and are they going to be the only two niggas in the movie outside of like, the monsters or whatever? Okay, like I mean, people are going to see it because it's Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan. They're two fucking stars. I started watching Lovecraft Country over again. It's on Tubi. Like, fucking watch.
It's an HBO original.
That's weird. Yeah, it's on Tubi the whole season.
That's a good ass show, man.
There's only one. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, Jonathan Majors is a very good actor. He was very good in that fucking show.
Yeah, he was really good in Ant-Man.
Yeah,
like, I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard he's the best part of the movie.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
All right. Next up. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, there is a review for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I forgot to put it on the docket. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. That is up now. Spoiler free. We'll do a spoiler review later on. All right. So Brianna Middleton to star in Metropolis TV series from Sam Ishmael. This has nothing to do with Superman. You fucking nerds. This is a series version of the 1927 sci-fi classic Metropolis. Sam Ishmael is doing this series. He did Mr. Robot. If you've not seen Mr. Robot, you really should. It's amazing. But he has now found his star, Brianna Middleton, to lead this, and this is going to be on Apple TV. We'll talk about Apple TV later on. I think Apple TV at this point, when it comes to sci-fi, I don't think they're missing. I think they're now putting themselves in a place where, like, you want like good sci-fi, Apple TV is a solid choice. So,
I mean, not just good sci-fi. You want good shows.
Yeah, like they were slow coming out the box early, but they seem to have kind of really caught their footing, which is dope to see. So yeah, the original 1927 film was set in a futuristic urban dystopia and followed the attempts of Freder, a wealthy son of a city master, and Maria, a saintly figure to the workers, to overcome the vast gulf separating the classes in the city and bring the workers together with Joe Federson, the city master. Look, I could see this being a very good opportunity to just basically deal with like wealth inequality as a general premise. So the haves and the have-nots, so to speak. So look, Sam Ishmael is a very, very good writer and a good showrunner. So I expect this to be pretty good. And I like the fact that he keeps picking people of color to lead all of his work, which is dope. So good. Even though I'm pretty sure he is white as fuck. I found this story to be hilarious. A French minister, Micah, you can pronounce it. I think it's like Jacques Lafrog or whatever. I don't know. I'm just being
it's pronounced Pepe Le Pew.
I'm sorry. No, I'm being a dick. France's Minister of Armed Forces, Sébastien Lecornu, says that he, quote, strongly condemns Wakanda Forever's depiction of the French military. Says false and deceptive, because if you remember, in Wakanda Forever, they showed the French military as taking advantage of a smaller country and trying to steal its resources, a nation full of people of color. And of course, France's history would definitely not run parallel to that. So he's very upset by facts and shit.
You know why a lot of black people, like Africans in particular, they know two languages, English and French. It's because the British and the French were just trying to take over everything.
Yeah, they were spit roasting the rest of the world. So to speak. Like, get out of here, yo. Like, get out of here.
There's no reason why, like, the main language in Haiti should be French. There's no reason for that.
Right. Or Senegal. Senegal.
Yeah.
Everyone speaks French there. Like they didn't just take it up because they thought it sounded cool. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? How dare you depict the French military as trying to steal the resources from Africans? You sure? Like, history book. Like, just hold up a history book. This you? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Fucking all of North and Western Africa just speaks English and French and shit. Because, come on, yo.
Like, you sound crazy. Like you know what would really have been a good thing to say? Nothing. They'd be like, oh, it's a Marvel movie. I'm just not gonna say anything. Yeah, look. The great internet dish you is a horrendous thing to get called out on. Don't be a country getting called out on that. Like, that's stupid. Don't do that. All right, let's
get enough flack for being scumbags in history. The Spanish.
Yo, the Spanish are assholes.
Like, they kind of got off. They got, for some reason, after like the English like perfected slavery, like they kind of got taken off.
No. Well. No, what I was going to say is, no, nobody talks about how fucked up the Danish were. They were the ones who perfected slavery. They were the ones, dude. They were at the forefront. People were like, oh, but I like But they just make pastries now. No. They got all that pastry money from selling niggas over to America. Knock it off. Now the Danish are the ones who get away with it. But yes, the Spanish do as well. I will definitely agree with that.
They brought that shit here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A little history lesson there for you kids. All right, let's talk about What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD from the Edit That Out podcast.
Isn't Brad Danish or is he Dutch?
Something like that.
I think he's Dutch.
Like
Okay.
I've seen Sinterklaas.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said the Danish. I meant the Dutch. Yes. Yeah, the Dutch slave trade was fucking crazy. So yeah, fuck you, Brad, specifically.
That's all right. Just keep making them. Just keep making them Polak glizzies, and
You don't ever say Polak glizzy. That's a wild phrase.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
And the fact that we call hot dogs glizzies now is one of the most insane things. I don't either. And it's weird because there's a glizzy eating contest. Like it's just strange. All right, go ahead.
My wife's absolute worst nightmare. This story was written specifically for my wife by Brandon Cronenberg. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, arachnophobia is the pathological fear or loathing of arachnids, especially spiders. A man named Jake Gray posted a picture of a spider on a particular Facebook page. That picture is making the rounds, making its way around the globe, and Gray has quite a story to tell. The spider in the picture is named Charlotte, and because Charlotte's Web.
Yeah,
okay,
we got it.
Real creative. Why don't you just name it? You know what? Bingo! You don't even get a guess. But of course it is. It's a giant. It's a giant bug. It's a giant bug that you need a party to come and fight. Yeah, it's Australia. It is a banded huntsman spider, according to Gray. Gray says that Charlotte moves from room to room and never bothers anyone in the home. Charlotte is.
Picture. I've seen it. No.
Is it like the size of a dog?
What is 15 centimeters?
The size of the palm of your hand.
No. No.
Yeah, huntsman spiders are basically like if you have it on your hand, it's like the size of your entire hand.
No.
And like imagine something just sitting on your fucking wall. And they're fast too.
No.
Nah.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
One good thing about Charlotte is that she eats all of the bugs, according to Gray. Because that's what you need. That's what you need. A dependent spider. A dependent spider is what you need in your house. What happens when there's no more bugs to eat, Mr. Gray?
Yeah.
It's coming for your ass.
Yeah, you next, nigga. Get the fuck. No. N-O. Get the fuck out of here. No. I don't have a phobia of spiders. I'm just smart enough not to be around them. That's it. No, I'm taking a big ass boot to that wall and I'm gonna kill that thing. Get out of it. That's my pet. Boom. It's dead.
No, you might have to shoot that thing, man. You might have to shoot it and then burn the body. You know what I mean?
That's fine. Just like Last of Us.
As your hand. It's as big as your hand, yo.
No, I'm deeply uncomfortable with this entire story. Like, no.
It's as big as the spider emblem on Spider-Man's chest, yo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, they're fucking huge spiders, and it was worse when I was a kid. I had massive arachnophobia, but as I've gotten older, it's not as bad. But like, yeah, I would cry if I saw that in my house. Like I would literally have tears in my eyes. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's huge. Like, have you seen the picture? You saw the picture?
Yeah, I saw the picture.
The fuck would you do if that was just sitting on your wall when you woke up in the morning?
I would kill it immediately. I would throw things at a book.
Like I couldn't do it. I would freeze in terror. You know? I would probably look. No.
Nah, everything, including the kitchen sink, is getting thrown at that thing.
You gotta be ready. You gotta stay ready. So you can't. Get
but you got to get close, and I'm not trying to get close.
No, I don't, because I don't. My arms work.
Nah, that thing will. Nah, no, that thing will. The second you try to cock back to throw that thing, that spider gonna sense it, and because they have spider senses, we all know that, obviously, right? They have the tingle, right? It's gonna jump on your face, and then it's gonna implant its eggs in your mouth, because that's how it works.
Do I get to be Spider-Man now?
No, you get to be whatever the fuck that happens in Aliens. No, it's a face hugger.
You have that fear of spiders, like you. Honestly,
I can't. I can't have it.
Yeah, you can't. Your wife is fucking.
I can't have it because it can't be two of us in the house screaming around, running around the room, not knowing what to do. So
Micah's wife has a phobia so bad she doesn't like the spider emblem on Spider-Man. Like she don't fuck with that.
I know. But I'm just saying, a spider that size.
No, I'm gonna get freaked out.
Huge.
No, I'm gonna freak out and I'm gonna throw shit at it. Like
you better not miss. So because again, they're fast. It's big, but it's pretty goddamn fast also. So
So what you're saying is I gotta leave my shots.
Like you'll lose track of where the fuck is at, and then you're like, oh shit, where did that big fucking spider the size of my hand go? And then you're gonna be sitting in your house for like days, hoping it's not like.
I'm sorry. I don't think. We've been doing this show a long time, and I've known you for a long time. At this point, Terrence, I feel like you don't know me very well. Imagine me sitting in the house with a hand-sized spider, and I don't know where it is. No, I'm not staying in that house. No. My house is now an Airbnb. Y'all deal with it. I'm fucking out of here. No way.
There's no way in hell I could. I'd be like, I have to move. I gotta move. I can't.
No, we gotta find that spider tonight because I can't go to bed knowing that spider exists in the house. No.
I can't believe this nigga just like, yeah, it's fine. Charlotte's cool. It eats all the small bugs as it gets bigger.
and slowly gets a taste for flesh. Yeah, all right. No.
Arachnophobia was the scariest movie I'd ever seen when I was a kid.
I've never seen it. I have no desire to see it. None. And I will not watch it.
No.
Fuck that.
Nope. Scared the shit out of
me. Terrence, you're up.
Japan approved. Well, never mind. Anyway, Japan approved experiments that would allow for animal-human hybrids to be born for the first time ever.
Pigman?
Why?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why? Japan's government approved a request for stem cell experiments meant to create an animal-human hybrid and allow it to be brought to term. Okay.
Is this a real story?
In businessinsider.com. Yeah. This is a very real story. The experiment, which still requires approval from the Japanese Science Ministry, would create animal embryos that contain human cells and transplant them into surrogate animals.
This is a terrible idea.
I feel like you shouldn't do that. This is how you get
Planet of the
Last of Us or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
No, this is how you get Full Metal Alchemist, guys. Like, have you
never seen that scene? But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking
about. Oof. All right. Jay, in Full Metal Alchemist, there's a alchemy is a thing, and
I've seen some of the cartoon. In fairness, I'm aware of some of the shit in that show. Go ahead.
And this dude who is like a scientist, I forget why he did it. I guess the daughter was probably sick or something like that, and he's like, I gotta help her, and he used alchemy to combine the girl and the dog, and it's just one of the most heartbreaking scenes, one of the most horrific things that you would see at the time, and it just is. That's what this is. This is Nina, the dog girl.
No, I don't like this. Look, Japan already has some pretty weird things going on as it is. I don't need people wanting to fuck dog people hybrids. No. Don't do this.
So we already have furries. Nah, we don't need no.
Oh yeah, this is just the next evolution of furries.
I feel like we jumped a lot of steps in wearing costumes to being a real furry. Like that's no.
Nah. You ever see those people who like get full body tattoos and their tongues forked so they look like snakes? That's the bridge.
Shade.
That's the bridge.
That's the bridge
That's
between
the bridge.
furries and like actual animal people.
Are we cool with a planet of like Thundercats
Apes?
and shit?
No. Look, some people will be. Some people will be.
Yeah,
just because you said a planet of Thundercats, like all the dudes are immediately going to be like Chitara.
Oh, fuck Chitara.
Nah, yo. Nah, it's not gonna
That's-
look like that. It's gonna be a bunch of panthros throwing your ass like through walls. Yeah, taking your girl. All right, what are you gonna do? He's got the voice from the grandfather from the Cosby Show. Get out of here.
It's weird. But then again, I saw an article where people wanted to fuck the bloater from fucking The Last of Us. So it's a little weird.
I'm sorry. Is that the big clicker?
That's the big dude. Yeah.
Nah, that's gross and weird.
It's
I haven't seen the
problematic,
latest
right? It's fucking
episode.
bizarre.
I haven't seen the latest episode. Do they empty the whole fucking clip into the thing?
Yeah.
And it still come after you?
Yeah, quite literally. One guy's like,
That is correct. They emptied several clips into things in that episode, and they did nothing.
I enjoyed that. He was like, run. I'm like, yo, your bullets aren't working. Why don't you also run?
Right, you dummy.
Idiot.
It's funny because that guy plays the original voice for Tommy, Joel's brother in the game.
Oh, really?
Military dude. That's him. Anyway, and you haven't watched it yet, right, Micah? You haven't watched it.
I don't. To be honest with you, yo, I don't know if I can. Like,
Nah, it's a good episode. It's a good episode.
It's good. They made it.
Not
They
for
made
me,
it
yo.
fucking worse. Nigga.
Not for me. I got a
They made it
thing.
worse.
Bro. I got a thing, and I don't want to talk about it on the show.
I hear you.
I don't think I
Okay.
can watch that.
Yeah.
They made it. Yeah, they made it worse. Like they made it even more devastating. So yeah, you probably should skip that episode, or just get the. Well, you already know the gist of the episode.
I already know. I remember the chapter in the game. There are only a few things that I remember vividly about that game. The very beginning, Tess's death, Henry and Sam, the giraffe, and the ending, and that's about it. Like, and I just can't. Anyway,
Yeah, they made that. Like, do you know what they changed slightly? I mean, this is a slight
no.
spoiler. He's
No.
deaf. Sam is fucking deaf. Yeah.
So it's somehow even worse.
Yeah, they made it.
Yo,
even
it
more
is, yo.
fucking- That's fucking like. Good lord.
no.
Yeah, it was. Good lord.
I can't.
It's rough. Yeah.
It's a rough watch. I was like, yo, my emotions are out of hand. Good lord. Yeah, it was good though. It was a good ass episode. Yeah, we haven't really talked about Last of Us. I think we'll probably wait until it's over. I think it's only 8 episodes, right, this season.
8 or 9.
Yeah, I think it's only 8 episodes, and I'm curious. I'm curious about the ending because apparently
I
I'm
think they're gonna-
I'm the odd man out when it comes to the ending, just because I was never a huge fan of Joel, and
like Joel.
while I understand his motivations in the game's ending, some of the things he does I just don't agree with. And
The thing about the show that I can tell is that they're making Joel a much more sympathetic character. Joel was like a straight dick in the game.
Joel is not.
really?
Yeah, Joel was not a good dude in the game. He was just as bad as everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
in the
really?
show, they're making him more like sensitive because like you have to root for this dude. And the thing is, I think they're doing it. So like when what he does at the end,
Makes more sense.
it's fucked up. It makes more sense, but like it's gonna be even worse because you're like, yo, my nigga, like, come on, dog. and they're also doing season 2, and I'm pretty sure.
And I know what happens in the beginning
season
of that
2 is
game.
going to be right. So I don't know. Either way, It's a fucking amazing show.
It's really, really good.
It's very fucking good.
Joe, look, I haven't played the second game. It's on sale. I might play it. It's on sale for $10. I think it's worth $10. But from what I understand, what happens in that game, Joel deserved it because of all the events of the first game. Joel deserved it. And be mad because a girl got muscles. Girls got muscles. And how is she gonna? They live in a post-apocalyptic world. How is she gonna maintain the calorie count in order to? What the fuck, yo?
Was that an actual argument?
Yes. Yes, it was, because men are scared of women with muscles. That's it, yo. That's it.
I'm not.
Oh my god.
You check my whole Instagram. I'm not.
They were mad at Abby, and they had to find some reason to be mad at Abby. Well, how could she overpower Joel? She's just a girl, and how could she have those muscles? Because like she's fucking jacked, right? And
I love that. How is she maintaining the calories? That takes a lot of work.
Come on. Like they live in a world where food is scarce. How is she gonna maintain that muscle? Like, all right. They also live in a world with zombies, yo. Like,
yeah, everything doesn't have to be realistic. Who cares?
God damn.
Yeah, that's a wild fucking take, yo. That's a wild take.
This is weird as fuck, yo. Good lord.
Yeah, dudes are pretty weird.
Anyway,
that I just find that to be really fucking funny.
You maintain the calorie count.
How did they do it?
Wow.
Like, wow, you're
They can
really
still hunt. What the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ. They're still animals, right?
yeah.
Right. There's still animals in it.
The fuck is the fuck of the animals? But anyway, that's insane.
How did she do it? That's wild. What a very wild statement. My story. A researcher is studying how chicken feathers can beef up menus. When this person was looking for new types of waste to recycle, as a student, they were drawn to the millions and millions of tons of chicken feathers being discarded each year. The 30-year-old is seeking funding to continue his research into how best to convert the nutrient component found in feathers into a powder that can be transformed to a lean, protein-rich source of edible food. Y'all eating chicken feathers?
No, I burn them off when I get them from Giant. And if I see them in fried chicken that I get from the Chinese place, I don't go there anymore. So no, I'm not eating chicken feathers.
Now, what if they? Yeah, but they're grinding this down into a powder, right? You could use the chicken feather protein to get swole. That's how Ellie is going to maintain her muscle mass during the apocalypse.
Chicken feather dust.
How do you do it?
What does it taste like? Were they going to add different tastes to it? I'm assuming. What is
I guess
France or something.
Yeah.
No. The French. They respect the art of cooking. They're not going to be like, oh, they will take the parts of the chicken that are good and throw everything else away.
What parts of the chicken are bad? Sorry, that was the blackest thing I've ever said.
It might have been, yeah. It might have been.
They eat everything. The feet.
To chicken back.
Feet. Gizzards.
Yeah. I don't like chicken feet, but I'll fuck some gizzards up. I'm not going to lie. Again, my culture could never. So, yeah. Where do you think this is taking place? Where are they trying to make chicken feathers into protein shakes?
Japan.
Florida.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
It's not, no, Micah. They're not smart enough for that. That's your problem. They're going to ban books.
That's true. Terrence makes a good point. It's Thailand. I'm not gonna try to pronounce this young man's name. It is very tough. But yeah,
they don't want shit in Thailand.
Yeah. So
they don't want anything when it comes to food in Thailand. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, it absolutely
we
does.
can eat the feathers now. God damn.
Like how? Just grind that shit up. I don't know. Look, I tried cricket protein powder. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever had in my entire life. And I can never get that taste of it out of my brain. But I would in fact try an alternative protein powder. Why not? Yeah, they're not vegan or vegetarian. But he says that they should be considered ethical dining. Look, man, I think it'd be a little fucked up to dust your chicken with this to deep fry it, but that's just me. like you put the feathers back on the shit and then deep fry it. But I'm willing to try it. Might be good. Might be great. All right, let's talk about trailers this week because we have a lot of them. There's a few people starring in the upcoming Apple TV series Extrapolations. This seems to be taking place in like the 2030s and 2040s on Earth during like the height of climate change. Look, everybody in Hollywood is involved in this. Trying to warn us all that life is going to be shit if we don't get our shit together. What'd you guys think of this trailer?
It looks good. I'm gonna watch it. It's kind of all I got. It's got everybody in the fucking Hollywood in it. But this isn't the trailer that I'm most excited for. But it looks good.
Yeah, Michael, what are your thoughts? This is March 17th, by the way.
This looks really good. It's got a big famous cast in it, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. Like it's about climate change, and I don't have a problem with that. I hope that
Republicans are going to boycott the movie.
Oh, they're going to hate this show, dude. Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely, because it's starring literally everyone that they hate.
Yep.
And
didn't they hate Look Up?
Oh yeah, they hate
it. That goofy ass movie. Like
I don't get it. I don't get it.
If they can't take that, like the damn show not going to even, No,
they ain't watching this shit.
They ain't watching this. But I'm hoping that this is good. It's got a great cast, but I just hope that it's not
preachy.
I hope that I'm not getting I hope it's not too preachy.
Yeah.
Probably, but partly because like I am aware, and if it gets too preachy, I don't want the story to just be like, we're all going to die. 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 We're all going to die.
But we are going to die. But like we are going to die unless we do it.
I'm like, we will be dead by that time.
Yes. Thank the Lord.
I mean, that's literally what people are saying in this trailer. It's like, who cares? Right. We'll be in golden coffins. Like, all right. Like, I feel like this show is really going to hit the nail on the head a lot.
Yeah. So let me just run down the cast real fast. Of the people we know: Meryl Streep, Kit Harington, Sienna Miller, Daveed Diggs, David Schwimmer, Gemma Chan, Marion Cotillard, Forrest Whitaker, Edward Norton, Tobey Maguire, Kerry Russell, Diane Lane, Matthew Rhys, and Yari Shahidi. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people who really care about the climate. Clearly, it is clearly not just a show for them. Yeah, I think it looks great. I think it looks really interesting. My biggest fear is that it'll get too preachy. But again, this is it looks like some pretty cool sci-fi, and obviously the messaging is deeply important. And that's again on Apple TV. So, okay, March 17th, Extrapolation. Next up, the trailer for Tetris, also a movie coming to Apple TV. I didn't realize Tetris was such a fucking story. of international intrigue. I thought they just went over and talked to a Russian dude and just got this game. But apparently, there's a lot going on to get this game out to the U.S. and on the Game Boy. Yeah, I think this looks pretty fun. This looks like kind of a fun movie. You guys are video game nerds. What do you?
I was
think?
never a huge Tetris guy, but I'm
really
gonna check this out. Yeah, I was never very good at it, so I said, "Fuck this game."
It's the perfect game.
Sure. I mean, technically, it's just incredibly simple, just falling blocks. So it is kind of the perfect game. But yeah, I'm gonna check this out. It looks good.
Micah, your thoughts?
This looks interesting. I knew Tetris had an interesting story. I just never cared enough about it to like commit it to memory. And this will probably be something that I just kind of check out to see if this is one of those things where I will wait until people tell me this is good before I invest in this. Is this a TV show or is it a movie?
I think it's a movie.
All right. All right. Well, then that's a point in its favor. Because if this was a TV show about Tetris, like I wouldn't be watching.
Right. You know, like hour 45 minutes. This needs to be like an hour 45 minutes. Like it doesn't need to be that long. Get in, get out. Yeah. It's a good Friday night movie. Me and my wife can watch. Like, oh, I didn't know that about Tetris. That's kind of crazy. And then I'll forget it after that. Like, that's fine. So March 31st for this. So coming up pretty soon. All right, let's get into the big ones. Actually, I'm going to go to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 first. And then we'll go to John Wick 4. What did you guys think of the Guardians trailer? I'm looking forward to this movie. I really can't get a beat on this movie from trailers at all. I don't find the trailers to be particularly interesting at all.
Feel like
yep. That was my thought exactly. I was kind of like, I don't care.
I kind of feel like they're just kind of trying to get to the finish line. Like I feel like nobody seems to be into it, and I don't know if it's because we all kind of know that this is it for this team. I don't know if it's because like Dave Bautista's like, I ain't never playing Drax again.
Right.
I don't know if it's just like this whole trilogy has gone, looks like it's going to have a downward trajectory for me. I love that first Guardians movie. I absolutely love it. I think it is one of, if I had to tier out the Marvel movies, it would be in the top tier.
Yep,
for me. Didn't care for the second one so much. And I'm not necessarily like super hype for this one. You know, like Chris Pratt kind of looks like he's getting back into his Parks and Rec days in the face. He looks like he's getting kind of fat. Dave Bautista, look, he's been swollen cut for his job for
20 years,
decades. And if he's like, I'm tired of, I want to wear a shirt, like I get it. But you know, he's also like, I want to do other stuff. I don't want to just be Drax, and I respect that. I respect that.
Yeah.
But I feel like he doesn't want to be there, and he's not really. I don't know. We'll see. The whole thing with Gamora dying and then coming back, like, so we just hit the reset button on that character. That's not interesting.
I don't know, and I don't know if maybe it could be that Gunn is hiding a lot. Right. And he wants it to be like, oh shit. Like we really, for this to be the third trailer that's come out, we've seen so little of Adam Warlock, right? Like maybe he's trying to keep a bunch of stuff kind of, in his back pocket. So like a bunch of real surprises and stuff like, hey, this is their last ride or whatever. It's not like I'm not interested in the movie, and not that I don't think it'll be good. I think it will be good. I agree with you as far as the trajectory, though. I think the first one is much not much better, but it is better than the second movie. I just don't like. I didn't find these trailers to be particularly interesting. Like I just didn't. As it goes, I'm kind of like, all right. Like that's why I wanted John Wick next because I'm more interested in that trailer.
I can't believe I'm more interested in a John Wick in a 2 hour and 50-minute John Wick trailer or a trailer for a 2 hour and 50-minute John Wick movie.
Right. So
and look, John Wick 4 is not going to be better than Guardians 3. It's just not.
Probably. Yeah, I would make the argument. It definitely.
No, I do know it. I do know it.
It could be amazing. It's an Oscar-worthy fucking movie.
You're speaking from a point of ignorance. You don't know. But yeah, I just didn't. It's not that I don't think Guardians is going to be a compelling and fun ride and everything else. I just don't find, as far as a trailer goes, no. And which is weird because the latter trailers in our list this week, I don't know if the movies are going to be good, but the trailers are hitting like a motherfucker. So like it's kind of amazing that Guardians in the third movie, I'm like, trailer's okay. But let's get to the show. The John Wick 4 trailer dropped today. Everybody dies. How many bullets does he have in that handgun? Yeah, these movies just like I don't need people to judge the Fast and the Furious movies, but fuck with these movies. Like you can't, right? Like they're equally as ridiculous to me. These are just more visceral, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, it's a whole lot of shooting. So okay, that's fine.
This trailer's amazing.
Yeah,
it works. It works.
Like everything, like the music choice. Like I don't know who started the whole like let's take hip hop or black music and like tweak it a bit. And because apparently black music is like Guile's theme, it will literally go with anything. Yeah. And
except for that like, Madam CJ Walker TV show.
Well, except for that was ridiculous. Like, nah. That was, you could tell that was done by black people who don't like. I need people to appropriate our music and put it in the trailers. If you're gonna cut a trailer,
appropriate our music. That's fair.
Like even that thing that you sent us, Terrence, from that Instagram, the
Biggie thing.
The Biggie thing with the Super Mario beat. I loved it, yo. I absolutely loved it.
It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Shit's ridiculous, but it was fun.
Oh, man.
So yeah, this trailer's very good. It's very, very good,
hitting, man. Like we see all the bosses that John Wick's gonna have to face. I wonder if he will Mega Man style be able to steal their powers. Powers being guns. It still looks like they got them bulletproof suits for some reason.
I hated that in the second movie. I really
it just feels silly. Look, Paris is one of my favorite places ever. And the fact that like a large majority of this takes place there just gives me the feels. Like I said, movies like this live and die on action set pieces.
Yep.
And seeing them fight in the roundabout around the Arc de Triomphe is just blowing my mind. Because that roundabout, like Europe has real roundabouts, like not like this bullshit that DC has where it's like lanes and lights and you got to stop and yield and all that. Nah, yo, that roundabout there, that particular roundabout, when we first went to Paris, we got in a cab and this cab driver, yo, he was just like, hold on. Vroom! And we just spun around that bitch a few times because he couldn't get over. So we was just spinning around that motherfucker until we got to our exit. To see a fight there is just blowing my mind, man. Like, I love it. To see him throw a dude onto a car.
Yo, that's the... see this fucking bonkers.
God damn.
The guy gets hit by a car. He's shooting him on the way down. I'm like, he already got hit by a car. I don't want to say beating a dead horse, but please stop. He's already dead. Like his legs are done. Yeah, this looks fun, man. It looks fun.
The dog jumping from car to car, going the opposite way around the man. Shit, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
At first, I thought that was Halle Berry's dog. Might be. Never know. I hope she comes back for that. That dog scene in the last movie was fucking out of hand. That shit was dope as hell. So, yeah, look, even though it's going to be damn near 3 hours, I'm going to see it. Like,
Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm complaining about the length. Nah, yo, I got to see this. I got to see it.
absolutely. It looks fun as hell.
Yeah, again, I saw the trailer this morning. And it looks dope, but I wasn't like super excited because again, I know there's not going to be a plot, and all of these set pieces look really dope. But I'm kind of like, all right, and he's not trying, acting wise. Like Keanu Reeves is not. He's not even trying.
No,
Like,
no,
like,
that
even
part is
remotely
over.
close.
No, not
Like,
from
but no,
a,
this looks
not
like-
from a. I don't think he's been trying from a non-physical acting performance for a while. I think he's
Not
putting
it-
in like a physical performance
not since the
for a
first
man
movie.
his age.
Yeah, that's
But
55, 56.
Something like
yeah,
that.
like him running around, or his stunt double running around. But look, let's be honest, right? Like Keanu Reeves has never been a strong actor ever.
No,
Ever.
no.
So at this point, I'm used to no and yeah.
But
And
he's 58. God damn.
Win.
I'm saying.
That's what I do. I win.
And that's like the most passionate he's ever been.
And that
You
was
know
his.
what I mean?
And that was his southern accent.
I love that movie.
That
That's my
movie
favorite
is
honestly
The Devil's Advocate is fucking
Devil's Advocate is
ridiculous.
literally my favorite Keanu Reeves movie.
That's part of the
It's
reason
so
why I
insane.
called this that's part of the reason why I called this the best movie adaptation of a video game that doesn't exist, because he's a video game character, yo.
He is.
He's a video game character. He gets shot up, he just crouches for a minute, he heals, and then he goes back to it.
Right.
He hits X to reload because there's a lot of he's like me, he's one of those compulsive reloaders, right? Fire
After
one
one
bullet,
shot.
nope, drop the whole clip and load up again.
That's fucked up. Yeah.
Hey, yo,
So,
they got Scott Adkins in a fat suit, yo. Like,
oh, you know that. Look, you know that fight scene is gonna be fucking.
I can't wait for him to do his Bob from Tekken
Kingpin
impression, yo,
character.
because
Right.
talking about speed and
man.
weight.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, why is Scott Adkins in this? Oh, he's in a fat suit. All right, cool, whatever. Speaking of whatever, the Fast X trailer is out. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sure.
Yeah. I'm not gonna not watch these movies. The last one I think was one of the weaker ones out of the 10, out of the 9 movies. I enjoyed 9, but like out of the from 5 to 9, it was one of the weakest.
Yeah,
I think it was probably the second weakest. I really didn't
Next to 8.
8. Yeah, I really didn't like. I didn't.
That's
care
'cause
for
the-
8. 8 was
it's
fine.
'cause
I
the-
didn't care.
it's because the team was broken apart. Like it doesn't work. Like
It don't
Dom
work
has
without
to be there.
like leading.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It just, yeah, I didn't care for 8. I think 9 was better than 8, but 9, I feel you. 9 wasn't like 9. Like everybody was like, "Oh man, like they should go to space," and they did it. And then and this is why like the average person shouldn't be writing movies.
yeah. This one, Jason Momoa seems to be having as much fun as humanly possible playing this villain. Right? He's the son of the guy they stole the money from in the 5th movie, I believe.
Yeah.
There's a giant rolling Death Star at some point during this trailer. The guy from Jack Reacher is in it. I guess he's one of the henchmen. Yeah, okay. And then for some reason they just start racing. I don't know where they're. Cuba, Nassau. I don't know.
This is Brazil. That's a line from one of those movies.
Oh, I don't know what Jason Momoa is doing. He seems to be wearing like a golden headdress when they're racing. I don't know what's happening. It's very weird. John Cena's back. He is in some sort of Mad Max car with giant torpedoes on the side. So okay,
Terrence, you pointed out something on Discord that a piece of trivia about this movie that I still cannot believe. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, right. I said there are 4 Oscar-winning performances. There are 4 Oscar-winning women in this movie. Actually, they're all women. That's insane.
So what? Helen Mirren,
it's
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Damn, who else? It was Helen Mirren, Brie Larson, Rita Moreno, and who was the last one?
And didn't Charlize Theron win an Oscar?
For Monster.
Yeah,
for Monster.
Yep. There's four Oscar winners in this goddamn movie.
Look, who am I to judge?
How, yeah.
Who am I to judge?
They love it. I mean,
but people really love these movies. Like
Brie Larson was like, I really like this series. Can I be in it? And Vin Diesel was like, sure.
Yeah, what do we give a shit? Okay.
Welcome to the family.
All right. She got a shotgun. Like, they was like, there you go.
All right.
But
Yeah,
like,
crazy.
there is something to be said about a movie franchise that is so wacky and just stupid that these big Hollywood actors are like, you know what? I like these movies. The same thing happened with Helen Mirren. She was like, I really like these movies. Can I be in it? And they were like, yeah, all right.
You're fucking Helen Mirren, of course.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
We'll find something for you to do.
Absolutely. And she's been in like 4 of these movies. Like,
right. She's been in there since like 6 or 7.
Yeah, because she's what, Shaw's the Shaw brothers' mom, right?
Yeah.
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 So this is damn. I think I'll wait until the second one, until Fast 10 2.
You got to watch all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch all of them.
Yeah, you have to.
All of them.
All 11 of them. And I'm gonna suffer through, the middle section.
2, 3.
I love 2. No, fuck that. I love 2. 2 is the reason why we have the rest of these.
What?
Yes, nigga. 2 is the reason why we have the rest of these movies.
Wait, which one is 2?
Fucking ridiculous.
Tyrese was in the first one.
Oh, right.
Tyrese was in the second one. Cole Hauser is the villain.
Oh,
he tortured a guy by putting a rat on his chest and a metal bucket over him, and heated the bucket up so that the rat was trying to get away by clawing through the guy's chest.
Yeah, they did that on Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Who started it?
Yeah.
They stole it.
They stole it from Fast
and Furious.
You're right. They did. The people at Game of Thrones were like, "Well, that's genius. We should do that." Fucked up.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Too Fast, Too Furious, and then Tokyo Drift came out, almost destroyed the entire series.
Almost killed it.
And then Fast and Furious came out.
I don't remember. I honestly don't remember 4 at all.
4 was the one where we were driving through the tunnels.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't think I remember. I may have not seen
Mother's
that.
Milk.
Is that
Laz Alonso, I think.
Oh, then I definitely don't remember that. Yeah. Because that's the one. Is that the one where Letty loses her memory, right? Or you think she dies? You think she dies, right?
Yeah, I think it's she thinks she dies, and then it's like, was that between 5 and 6?
I thought that was 5 to 6.
I don't know.
Remember. I don't remember, man.
Well, guess what? I guess we all got to rewatch them then.
Yeah. Look, it's not. I feel like it's not a terrible franchise to force yourself to rewatch.
Like, I got YouTube. I'll watch a fucking compilation. Last time on. Fucking
look. I mean, honestly,
fucking Too Fast and Furious.
I mean, you could technically watch the first movie, go to 5, and then go forward.
Oh, you got to the first 2, then skip to 4.
Yeah,
like you could skip But then again, that's where Han blows up. Well, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, like because 3 introduces Han. 3 introduces Han. So you gotta watch them all. You gotta watch them all.
Yeah, they're like bad movie Pokemon. that's what they are. It's ridiculous ass movie Pokemon.
You know why people love this is because as stupid and as silly and as wacky as it is, it's earnest, yo.
It is. It knows what it is.
You know, it knows what it is. It knows that it's about these particular group of people. It's about family, right? Like, and I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for family movies. And I'm a sucker for found family movies, man. Like, yo, come on, yo. It's some of Tyrese's best work ever.
It really is. It really is, dude. It is. True. It's this and then Baby Boy below it. Baby Boy is below this, in my opinion.
And as much as like we were getting on Vin Diesel for like being 60 years old skateboarding in favelas and shit in Triple X, like it's all forgiven when he's Dominic Toretto. It is.
Yeah.
And I'm a miss Dominic Toretto.
I am gonna miss this franchise because they're gonna try to spin it off into some other shit, and it's like it's not gonna work.
No,
it's not gonna work.
A lot of people liked Hobbs and Shaw. I didn't really.
Still haven't seen it. I'm not gonna soil myself. No, I haven't. I'm not gonna soil myself.
You can watch it for Idris Elba. He was fun in it.
He did have a badass motorcycle.
Like, but he's not a black actor anymore, so I'm not. So I have to write him off.
so you just gotta disregard him because
he's not a black actor anymore.
Because he didn't want to get pigeonholed.
Yeah, this is what real actors do. Hobbs and Shaw, not black actors.
I mean, Helen Mirren was in Hobbs and Shaw.
No, you know why I didn't watch that? Because it's not the family. It's not the family.
Look, again, Tyrese was not wrong. He was not wrong.
Yeah, he was 100% right.
He was 100% right. Like, he was like, yo, you could do that movie. Can you just wait? Like, let us put out the next. He was like, nah, we're doing it right now. Yeah, he was right. He was right. Whatever you think of that movie, like, that movie did not hit, and it should have done crazy numbers considering that franchise is so popular. It didn't.
I mean, I think it still made like $600-700 million.
No, I'm just saying, well, that's true. But as far as like in the pantheon of popularity, that franchise, people were like, it's okay. Like, you know how I know? Even though it made that money, they didn't make a second one. Yeah. Like, if that movie had made like $800-900 million and was like, oh shit, we got ourselves another spin-off, you would have got Hobbs and Shaw 2 right away within 2 years. I'm sure. So.
Yeah, and Shaw is back in this.
Yeah, because they know where the fucking money is. Yeah. So there you go.
Again, he might be back with a very last one, but I don't know. I think he would. I don't know, man. I feel like The Rock would put a damper on the fucking series because he's obnoxious.
Well, he's got the XFL to worry about now, so you don't have time for
him and his ex. Got to worry about the XFL.
Yeah, y'all way too close. Kissing cousins is gross. Last trailer this week. Last but certainly not least. The Flash trailer. Sorry guys, this shit looks dope. You want to say that it's going to be bad?
Yeah, I mean, sure, it might be. There are some that will say, "Oh, all of the WB trailers are dope," but when you watch the movies, it kind of, I get that. But this looks. Look, again, I don't give a fuck about Ezra Miller and their shenanigans. They should be in jail, actually. But I'm here for fucking. I'm here for fucking Michael Keaton. Yeah. I didn't know he was going to be in this movie that much. I thought it was going to be like a cameo type thing.
Nah. And look, to see Michael Keaton's Batman back and then also taking criminals down in a modern design is pretty dope. Like, it just looks very cool.
Yeah. Like, that just kicked my nostalgia right in the fucking face. Like, I'm like, wow, this looks fucking crazy.
To hear Danny Elfman's flourishes of Batman theme?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. I love that
9
first
years
Batman
old when
movie.
Batman came out, Yeah.
I remember seeing it in the theaters, man.
I do too.
I was like 8.
My dad took me to go see that.
Yeah, I saw it in the theater. I think my aunt took me to see that shit. Me and my brother.
Yep, I was 9 years old.
My brother was like 6 years old. Yeah, that and Dick Tracy. I remember my aunt took me to see those 2 movies when we were kids.
Yeah, I loved
that.
I loved
my
Dick
dad
Tracy.
loved Dick Tracy. He used to read the script. I remember one day he was like, Mike, you remember Dick Tracy? I was like, yeah. He was like, remember he had those watches? I was like, yeah. He was like, we got him now, Mike. We got him now. I was like, we got him now.
Apple Watch, you right.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. Dick Tracy.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
Warren Beatty and Madonna. That shit was dope.
And Al Pacino.
I haven't seen it in a while. Oh, right. He played
Big Boy.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
Not the bath, big boy, not the bath. That movie was fucking wild, dude. Yeah, but this looks fun, man. This looks really fun. Supergirl looks great. I think Batman, both Batmen look great. I like that Affleck's suit is the blue and gray. I think that looks dope. People seem really excited for Supergirl, which is pretty dope. That's obviously a change from the original story. In the original Flashpoint story, it's Superman, right? That's basically denied sunlight when they find him. And so he's like very weak and feeble, and then gets out and starts kicking ass. But yeah, I think this looks really good. It's going to be interesting to see how well Ezra Miller plays these 2 different Barry Allens kind of at the same time. That should be fun to watch. You saw this, the suit is in the ring. Affleck is there. Like Zod is back. Yeah, this looks like it could be a lot of fun. It really, really could be. So I look forward to it. I gotta tell you, suit looks good.
This is the end of the Snyderverse, guys.
This is it.
This is
who's the director for this?
The dude who directed It.
Andy Muschietti. I don't know. Spanish dude.
Yeah, but he directed It and It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Those were solid movies. It Chapter 2, not so much. But they looked good. I won't say that much.
I mean, It was good. The first It was good. It was
I love the first It. Yeah.
Fucking uncomfortable for me, but because scared.
Mama too. That movie was kind of fucked up.
Like in a good way?
It's a horror movie.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, so he's a pretty good director.
We did get, I mean, one of the things that I haven't seen talked about a lot is you see the Flash generate a tornado, which is really fucking cool in the scene. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how well they pull this off. I really am. And I think like there's been talk that WB executives want to keep Ezra Miller around after this as the Flash. They can't be that stupid.
I don't think they should do that. Like, no. I feel like that should not be a thing that they. No, don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, it's suspect that they're even putting this movie out after everything.
But like seeing the trailer is like I said before, like a couple of days ago. I see why because you can't just scrap this.
No, this looks like a genuine hit. Like, this looks like a genuine hit.
Scrap all the work that you put into this fucking movie. I still kind of wary about the Batgirl movie. They could have put that shit on HBO Max.
Yeah, you own a streaming service, guys. Like,
yeah,
you didn't have to scrap it.
Right. But if it didn't hit well on there, who cares? Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Wonder Woman 84 didn't hit well. That fucking garbage ass movie. How much worse can Batgirl be?
It could not have been worse than that movie, yo. It didn't cost nearly as much either. There's no way it's as bad.
Yeah. They fucked that cast over.
They did. Yeah, you fucked over Brendan Fraser, who's having a renaissance. Like, that guy likely will win, like, Best Actor this year. and you fucked over a movie where you could have been like, and look, here you go, best actor. He was in our movie. You know, even if it's not great, it'll get enough people watching it. Yeah, I don't understand why you would toss that, but all in all, I think this Flash trailer is pretty impressive. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if the movie will be good. It's been a long time coming. So it might just be like, this shit doesn't work and it feels disjointed and weird. But then again, it might be a fucking hit, but I don't need Ezra Miller back after this. Like, just change actors and move forward. Like, there's no reason to create that controversy and let it stand. But if you can show that you made a good Flash movie, that means you can make another one. Just get a new actor. I mean, the talk is WB wanted the guy who was a star of 1917. Okay, that's fine. That guy's a good actor. What the fuck? Like, who cares? So,
which one is that? I know the movie. Who was it?
I forget his name. He's a blonde guy, but who would actually look like Barry Allen a lot more. So,
George McKay.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
So
he would make sense.
Yeah, he looks like Barry Allen. All right. I think that's it for us. Any other parting words?
No.
All right.
Nope.
There you go. All right. Go home and get yourself a fucking glizzy and have a good evening. And a hot dog. All right.